most of the organizations that are doing Islamic work, you would realize that the whole emphasis in all of these organizations, I mean those organizations that have been set up to do Islamic work, to do Islamic activities, you would realize that our whole effort is just towards, let's do something that would make people do little more. But when it comes to nahy anil munkar, stopping people from doing evils, refraining from evils, stopping from evils ourselves, that is something that is almost neglected now. Totally neglected. As if this is not even part of our deen and we never even care about it. Whenever a topic of Sharia would come, let's do something. If you do this, then you will get this reward. You do this, you get this reward. But the point is, how about when you're doing something that we are not supposed to do, when a person is falling into haram and not refraining from things that were forbidden, how much sin this person is getting for it? How a person is being considered to be disobedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by being in that situation. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says in a hadith, كل الناس يغدو فبائع نفسه فمعتقها أو موبقها. Every morning as we wake up, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hands our life back to us. Allah يتوفى الأنفس حين موتها. Allah takes our soul when we die. Which means we are also out of our control. We don't know what we are doing. At the end, in the morning when the person wakes up, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I gave you another life today. And this is why we read the dua. Or at least we are supposed to. Dua taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Alhamdulillahi alladhi ahyana ba'dama amatana wa ilayhi nushur. We thank Allah who gave us life after that death, which was the sleep. And as we all are waking up at this time, wa ilayhi nushur, the same way we'll be resurrected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One day we'll come out of our graves the same way as today we are coming out of our bed. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, every morning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hands over the life to this person, to each person, that now I'm giving you this life, and you go and make a trade of your own life. كُلُّ النَّاسِ يَغْدُو فَبَائِعٌ نَفْسُهُ. Then every morning a person is doing a trade of his own life. Our asset that we walk out of our homes every day with is our own life. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam then he says, فَمُوبِقُهَا أَوْ مُعْتِقُهَا. Either a person by doing good deeds will be freeing himself that day from Jahannam and from the azab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or by disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and falling into muharramat, into things that are forbidden by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the person would be destroying his life and he would be throwing himself into Jahannam wal-iyazu billah. That's every day's life. Every day. Either we are freeing ourselves from all the past sins and protecting ourselves against the azab, or depending on what we do, God forbid, if a person starts doing evils throughout the day, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, this person is mubiquha, is destroying his life. For this day he have destroyed himself. If at the end of this day this person would die, he have destroyed himself. فَمُوبِقُهَا أَوْ مُعْتِقُهَا. So here we see that muharramat, falling into things that are forbidden by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's something that really destroys the person, ruins the iman of the person, ruins the good deeds of the person,